wisdom. Hello, this is only for you, Saroj ma'am. Today I'm here, my dear masters, to share the wisdom of Madam Blavatsky. And first I'd like to thank Brahmashi Pitamaha Patriji sir and Brahma Vidvanmani Saroja Amma for giving me this opportunity. And my dear masters, let us connect for 2 minutes with Madam Blavatsky consciousness. Just close your eyes, my dear masters. Be with your breath. Clasp your hands. Cross your legs. Just observe natural inhalation and exhalation process, my dear masters. So all, my dear masters. Take out your hands. Rub your hands and keep it on your closed eyes, masters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please remove your hands. Just watch them with a smile on your face. Thank you all, masters. Let us go through the wisdom. So, in the last session, we were discussing about the planes of existence that were given to us, the wisdom that is given to us by our Vedas and Upanishads, my dear masters. And today, the same planes of existence what we have discussed in the last class, today we are going to let us just go through the planes of existence that was discussed by Madam Annie Besant and Madam Blavatsky. Actually, it was Madam Blavatsky discussed this concept, and it was again checked by Madam Annie Besant, and some like changes were made by her, by Madam Annie Besant. That is the wisdom what we are going through, and according to that knowledge of theosophical concepts, these planes of existence are named as physical plane, astral plane, Kamaloka, Devachan, Buddhic plane, and Nirvanic plane. So coming to physical plane, in the last class, we have sufficiently discussed and we came through the knowledge of physical plane. And today I just want to go through the concept of astral plane, my dear masters. Let us go through the concept of astral plane. Astral plane is the region of the universe which is next to the physical plane. If the word next may be permitted, in such a connection, life there is more active than that on the physical plane. So the life on the astral plane, it is more active than that on the physical plane. So in astral plane, the material with which the astral bodies, the astral forms in the astral plane were made up of a less denser material when compared to the physical plane, and the vibrational state of the objects that exist in astral plane are of a bit higher vibrational state than that of physical plane. It's not a bit, but they are of high vibrational state than the vibrational states of the objects that are there in our physical plane. So the word next is, however, inappropriate as suggesting the idea that the plane of the universe are arranged as concentric circles, one ending where the next begins. Rather, they are concentric penetrating spheres, not separated from each other by distance, but by difference of constitution. So, my dear masters, these planes of existence, if we go in the perception of, not they are separated with that of the distance, if we go in the perception that they are separated in terms of their constitution, then we can tell that the material of the astral plane or the astral bodies are more penetrating into the physical bodies. As we can say that the water constitutes air in it, the physical material constitute astral material in it. The physical body and the astral body exist merging with each other. So whatever activities that goes in a physical world will go with the support of the activities that are going on in an astral realm. So my dear masters, present in this session, I just want to discuss about how our thought forms that are released in the astral world are going to exist in the astral world. This is what I'm going to discuss now, my dear masters. So this concept what today we are discussing, it is a more general topic of the astral world, my dear masters. So the vast atmosphere of elemental essence is ever answering to vibrations caused by the thoughts, feelings, and desires, and is thrown into the commotion by rush of any of these, like bubbles in boiling water. So whatever thought forms that we release into this astral world, they exist in the astral world and they are ready to manifest in the physical world, similar to the bubbles in a water. As all of us know that the bubbles in a water, we can't see them when they were submerged in water, but we can see them when they gets manifested. When the bubbles come up into the onto the surface of the water, and when they get cracked, we can see that, oh, there are some bubbles existing in the water. In a similar way, this astral thought forms what are released from the brains of the human beings by the people, the emotions that are released by the people or human beings exists in the physical world as an astral forms like bubbles in a water. So the duration of the form depends on the strength of the impulse to which it owes its birth. The clearness of the outline depends on the precision of the thinking, and the color depends on the quality and intellectual, devotional, passional of the thought. These astral forms, they even possess the colors, my dear masters, and the color of this astral form or else its precision, this all depends upon how it is going to be manifested, how fast it is going to be manifested, how creatively it is going to be manifested. This all depends upon the way we release the thought from our minds. So this is what that is discussed here. So by this we can come to the conclusion that the astral planes consists of thought forms. These thought forms are consisted in astral planes as a vibrational states, as an astral forms, and they are going to hover all over the astral planes, pervading all over the astral planes like clouds in the plane, my dear masters. They are going to. So next, they are shaped by vibrations set up by thought, exercising a far stronger influence on the astral bodies, and through them on the minds of those to whom they are attracted. They set up in them a vibrations similar to their own, and thus thoughts spread from mind to mind without terrestrial expression. More than that, They can be directed by the thinker towards any person he desires to reach their potency, depending on the strength of his will and the intensity of his mental power. So, my dear masters, the manifestation of these astral forms into the lives of other people, it depends on so many factors. Love, according to its quality, will set up forms more or less beautiful in colors and designs. All shades of crimson to the most exquisite and soft hues of rose, like the, the palest bluish of sunset or the dawn, clouds of tendency, strong protective shapes. Many a mother's loving prayers go to hover around her son as angel forms, turning aside from him evil influences that perchance his own thoughts are attracting. So, my dear masters, here it was discussed that the astral thoughts, how, if it is a negative thought, what form that is released into the astral world, how it is going to be affect the people who are ready to receive it, or else how it is going to be affect in return to the people, to the human being who created it, or else if it is the, if the thought that is released is a form of love, here it is discussed that how that thought which is in the form of love is going to protect the people who is ready to receive it, how it is going to hover around and how it is going to cling to the people always in angels, as angels protecting the people uh, from the evil. So, my dear masters, also the elemental ensouled by malignant thought will hover around its victim seeking opportunity to injure, but neither the one nor the other can make an impression unless there be in the astral body of the object something skin to themselves, something that can answer accordingly to their vibrations and thus enable them to attach themselves. If there be nothing in him of matter cognate to their own, then by law of their nature, they rebound from him along the path they pursued in going to him. The magnetic trace they have left and rush to their creator with a force proportion to that of their projection. Thus, a thought of a deadly hatred failing to strike the object at which it was darted has been known to slay its sender, while good thoughts sent to the unworthy return as blessings to him that poured them forth. So, my dear masters, this is the way how the thought forms that are released by human beings protect or affect the people who are ready to receive, or else who are in the same vibrational state to receive the thought form. So, my dear masters, I just want to stop it here. The English session as it is, as the time is up. So, rest of the concepts will continue in our next session. Thank you, masters.